What's up guys, R13 here and welcome to another Gunpla review. So a couple of things I need to say before moving forward here. So let's get started. Number one, I want to apologize for not being able to release this video in time. I have been very busy and I couldn't properly do the review due to time restraints, so apologies for that. Number two, the reason why I was not able to release this video is the Edmonton Gunpla Builders meetup that I held on the Sunday review, and it was a complete success. 14 members showed up and a couple people noticed the event and they became interested, so I am very happy. It was a successful event. So this is a special shout out to Wizard Comics for being able to provide us with a free space, and Knee Gift Shop for providing us with free items for the giveaway. So thank you guys, really appreciate it. So let's do a quick recap of the history of this unit, the Testament Gundam. The Testament Gundam is from the Gundam Seed series and was built by the Zap forces, stolen by the Earth Alliance. The first pilot is Ash Gray and he was replaced by Kate Madigan. This unit is actually a prototype being tested on for different striker pack. It actually got a really interesting storyline, so you guys can check out the manga or Gundam Wikia, or you can check out my unboxing right over here because I actually gave out more information there. Okay, so I just want to get this out of the way early on. If you guys are wondering if there is a Bandai Master Grade scale of the Testament Gundam, the answer is no. Dragon Momoko based off, as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong, leave it in the comment section below, they based off the Testament Gundam from a metal build. Yes. So as of 2018, June 2018, Bandai has not released a Testament Gundam Master Grade scale, and I am looking forward for Bandai to release a Testament Gundam because the design of the Dragon Momoko Testament Gundam is really good, and now I am very intrigued on what the Bandai Testament Gundam is gonna look like, and I bet that they will outshine the Dragon Momoko Testament Gundam. And I don't take any sides on that conversation. Okay, I'm glad that we got that out of the way. So let's talk about the weaponries of this unit here, which is actually going to be very simple and fast. First off, we're going to start with the beam saber of this unit, which is currently attached at the side waist of the Testament here, and I'm going to pull one out. There you go. You can actually remove this easily. This is the beam saber, and it actually got a basic clear effect parts. And the height of this unit, it's about all the way to the torso. Okay, so the next part is the beam handgun, the original beam handgun that this unit have. This is actually very basic. And later on, this weapon was actually replaced with Kate Madigan's custom gun, which I called Sword Magnum. Yeah, and here's the best part. You can actually rotate it, move it around. Okay. Okay, so the next part is the Eagle Stellung CIWS, which is at the forehead of the unit. And the next weaponry that this have is the Tricara Sky Offensive Shield System, which is this baby here, which is really nice. This is actually, you can install this at the forearm, or the, what do you call that now? The elbow of the Testament here. And both actually get the slot there, so you can actually switch it around if you want to. Now I actually want to focus on this weapon here. This actually can aside from being a shield, this converts into a claw also. So it's actually very simple. Just flip that and you got your claw, similar to the Blitz weapon, which is actually quite nice. Now there is actually a couple more claw, but 2 more claws, but all we have is the striker pack. So technically there are 5 claws in total. Now this one here, I actually don't know if this is a weapon itself, but the claw for this one, okay, let's just focus on this so you guys can see it actually moves. So if this is a weapon, this is actually quite nice also. Get some good mobility there. Now, is there any other weapon? Definitely it has, but this is all the Testament Gundam Dragon Momoko have available. Is the striker pack, Tricaro Sky shield, the beam saber, the magnum sword, the beam handgun, and that's it for its weaponry. Now I'm actually looking forward to maybe possibly custom weapons in the future. I'm kind of hoping that since Dragon Momoko is back, they can create some custom weapons pack, their own original. Or maybe not, who knows, we'll soon find out. Okay, so I'm here to show you guys the leftover parts to the left and the extra parts that you're gonna need. This side here to the left, you do not need at all. So you can set this aside. It's just extra parts for the head, hands, neck, that it won't even fit. Now I want to focus to the right here. As you guys can see, you get multiple pairs of hands, parts for your action base, and the weapons. Now you get your beam saber effect. This piece here is for your back skirt. I actually lost a piece, so I'm actually quite thankful because I feel that it is much better without this piece for your lower back. Okay, for this two here, this one, this is your, okay, let's show this. This is for your action base. This one here is for the bottom of the waist. This one here is for your back skirt. Okay, and then for your weapons, you get an extra pair of beam gun, and you got your magnum sword here, as I call it, and you got 4 pairs of hands here and another pair installed in the Testament. So this one here where I'm pointing at right now, this here is for your trigger hands for your beam gun. Just to let you guys know, the magnum sword does not fit with your beam gun, and I'll show this to you guys right away here. Just won't fit at all, and even if it does, you're gonna have a really hard time. See this? Yep. Okay, so the only hands that works for your beam, for your magnum sword here, is the articulated hands. There you go, fits perfectly. Okay, now you got your beam saber hands here, and then you get your open palm. Okay, let's head on to the next step. So let's start the articulation test, and this is actually going to be very interesting. So since this is a Dragon Momoko kit, not a Bandai brand, there will be limitations. And I actually did had some issues, but let's do the articulation test before I talk about the issues that I actually had to deal with during the building of the Testament here. First, we're going to start off with the striker pack here. Now, the attachment for the back here actually moves, and it actually clicks, so you can actually control the height, and it is actually solid. And it actually got 2 more movable parts here. There you go, and there's actually 2 more slots that you can actually put your this movable part here to give it a different pose. So it is actually really nice. Now the next part that I actually want to show you guys is the claws here. So the claw, it's okay, Okay, really not that bad. As you guys can see, it actually moves. Really got it actually got really good movement also. Okay, there you go. It actually gives you more poses here, which is really nice. Okay, and you can actually close this here. It looks like a mobile armor, in my opinion, and all you need is a cockpit on top there. Okay, so the next part that I actually want to show you guys is the wing. The wing actually moves really nice. It only goes that far, and you can actually remove this piece if you want to, and it actually rotates 360. Okay, so that's it for the striker pack here. Now I've already shown you guys the beam handgun here, or the magnum sword is what I call it. It actually moves. 2 parts rotate. So is the cylinder here, which is actually really nice. Okay, now let's go for the shield here. Now you can actually remove this piece here if you want to. Okay, let's just zoom in a little bit here so I can actually show this to you guys properly. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I'm still learning how to use my new camera here properly. So apologies for the sudden changes. Okay, this is the shield. You guys have already seen the movable parts. Okay. This part actually can fold if you want to, but I really don't know the purpose of that. The claws actually moves, the 3 claws here, and this too actually rotates. Kind of moves. Actually, that's how far it can go. Okay, so that is all the movable parts, and I think you can pull this one and turn it into a weapon, but I actually don't know how this is supposed to work. Is it supposed to work for the beam saber? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, if you guys know, please leave it in the comment section below. Appreciate it. I'm still learning the ropes here. Just kidding. Okay, now the next part that I actually want to for the articulation test is the testament itself. And okay, so the testament, let's start from top to bottom here. It can rotate. Now there's actually a loose part here. It actually got good head mobility. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Now the next part is the arm and shoulder piece. It actually got good mobility. It can do 360 for the arm. And yeah, really nice. It's actually very solid, but the more you move, the more the shoulder actually kind of pushes out, so better be careful with that. Now the shoulder piece, as you guys have seen, there's actually a piece there that actually moves, and this other piece also moves. Yeah, the whole shoulder piece is actually got good mobility. Now for the arm, double joint should be. Not really. That's how far it can go. Okay. Now for the torso itself, aka the waist, it can rotate, but that's how far it can go. Some of the waist parts is actually getting in the way. And now for the side skirt here. The side skirt moves, but you got to be careful. It only moves in one direction, and that's it. It doesn't rotate. And now for the front skirt here, the front skirt actually moves. This one's not that loose, but a little bit loose. Excuse me. So you can use a clear manicure to fix that, clear pedicure. just put the... I'll create a separate video for that to better explain it. Okay, so for the back skirt here, it actually got mobility, really nice. And let's go for the actual waist here. And as you guys can see, here's the waist here. You can install your part of an action base, which I may have... Nope, I found it. So this is the piece you need for your action base, and it should snap properly. Okay, right now kind of short on time here. Okay, and there's actually a slot here also, another attachment for the action base for this one here. So you get another option, but it's a little bit tight, so you'll have to figure that out, trim it a little bit, it should fit. Now for the legs here, the legs actually got some mobility, but you got to be careful with this part here. It's actually quite solid, but the more you move it, the more it pops out. So you'll a little bit of trimming or sanding at the edge, and the clear nail polish should fix the issue. There you go. It's still solid as is, but better be safe than sorry. And as you guys can see here, a piece already moved inside, so it actually rotates. Now let's remove the leg piece here, and time to show you guys some more. This is the leg piece. Can it bend? Yes, there you go. And the kneecap actually moves. There's some mechanics in there. For the feet, it actually got good rotation, but as you guys can see, a piece actually kinda accidentally pulled it. But there's the rotation for your ankle guard, and for the feet, really nice. That took longer than expected, but it's better safe than sorry. But the Testament Gundam actually got really good details and color pattern. And of course there's a couple of issues here, but I want to focus on the better quality of the Testament. As you guys can see, this is actually a solid build. I actually like it. This is actually my favorite master grade kit at the moment. I am actually just very impressed with the quality of the unit here. As you guys can see, here's the back. As I mentioned already, I actually lost a piece, and but even even without the piece, this unit already looks good. Okay, now for the issue of this unit here. It's a Dragon Momoko, so there will be loose parts and tight fits. So a little bit of sanding when putting it together should do the trick. Also be careful with the quality, because certain plastic are soft, and certain kits will be deformed. Just the quality itself, it's not Bandai quality. It's a third-party / bootleg quality. Just letting you guys know, but so far I've heard good things about the Testament. Okay, and one of the issues that this unit actually have is this here. This is the only issue that I've actually experienced so far. I actually ended up removing the piece easily. Doesn't fit well. And I actually put a little bit of a putty there to fix the issue. Yeah, well, it's that's the only one that I've actually had trouble with. Well, the main one. Now the other issue that I actually have is let's just put this back here. I don't want to end this video with a bald ashtray or Testament. Okay, so the other thing that you guys should be aware is this unit is some parts have been based off the ashtray, if you guys are wondering, the chest piece and the head piece. Okay, and the other issue that I actually experienced is the fingers here. Yep. Okay, I actually broke a piece There is still some work. I'm actually in the process of fixing it, which will be in a separate review for a quick fix if you guys break a piece for master grade hands, moving hands. Yep. Okay, and the other issue that this unit have is the beam handgun and sword magnum here requires separate hands here, which is a downer. But you can for the beam magnum, for you to be able to equip it, or I call it still the magnum sword, is you're gonna need the movable finger, because the hands for the beam handgun here doesn't fit at all. That's the some of the downside to it. It does come with a lot of part, which is good. Well, a lot of hands. Okay, so that is all the time that I got. Couple of issues, as I mentioned already. I like the quality, and this unit is actually becoming rarer and rarer now as the days go by, especially now that Dragon Momoko is actually back again. But this time they claim that they will not be infringing copyright materials. Well, we'll soon find out in the future. So this news just came in a couple of days ago. Today's June 21 as of making this video, and the news came in, I believe, on the 19th or the 20th. And it's gonna be interesting what they are planning on doing in the future. Now, as for the testament, is this unit worth getting? Yes, actually it is. Go for it. Go get it. I like it. I like the quality of it. Of course, it's gonna be a gamble if getting a third-party kit because of the quality, but once, if you're lucky enough, you will be able to get this type of unit here. Quality is good, tight fit, a few issues, loose parts, but well worth the money. I actually give this an 8 out of 10 because I actually do like the kit, the design. But for loose parts, 7 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, that is all the time I got. Thank you guys for watching. And apologies for the delay, a couple of technical difficulties there. And if you guys get more news regarding Dragon Momoko, leave it in the comment section below. I will appreciate it. And as time goes by, I am actually becoming more and more busy now. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep up with the uploads. Okay, this is R13. Have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. Signing out.